Hi everybody, it's me Nina. I've not made a video this week. Actually, it has probably been a week since I made one, but we've had so much going on. My poor mom has had, well, you guys know when she was sick and had COVID and had that dizziness and all that. Well, then she got to be where the poor thing couldn't even use her leg. She couldn't stand any pressure on it. She couldn't even stand to move it at all. Excruciating pain. So she has actually been taken to the ER 3 times by the squad. So it started on Friday, and of course, being over the weekend, they couldn't do a lot other than a few of the tests because a lot of doctors are out, and all of the ortho doctors were out. So today she went back to the hospital, the ER. They are finally admitting her. I'm so thankful. She has not been able to get up to go to the restroom or anything. She's been having to use a bedpan. And her husband, Chummy, has not been able to get any rest. They did put Mom on pain pills from the beginning, but they were not very strong. So when she went back on Saturday, they ended up giving her some Percocet, just a few, just enough to last the weekend until she was able to call the doctor today. And they barely touched her pain. That's how bad it's been. Well, so first of all, we were told that she has a Baker cyst behind her knee. It's about 4 inches wide. And then we found out that she could have a blood clot because her D-dimer number was high, and not extremely high, but high enough for them to warrant being careful. So today, when she was there, Steve and I went up, and luckily when I went in, the doctor was there, and he was saying that they were giving her something stronger for her pain, and that they did an ultrasound and stuff and found out that she does not have a blood clot, but they have found a fracture in her knee, and she still has that Baker cyst. And also, I guess her arthritis in her knee is really bad. So also, her white blood count was high, and she has an infection in that knee also. And her knee, from Saturday till today, well, today is Monday, it has probably swelled, looks like close to double to me. And she's been in excruciating pain. It's been really, really bad. So I am so thankful that they're keeping her overnight tonight. She is scheduled. They're going to go into surgery and clean out the knee, the infection and stuff. They put her on some antibiotics as soon as she got to the hospital. And I'm not sure what all that they're doing right now, but my stepbrother's wife has been in charge of sending group texts to everybody so that we're all, right on the same page. And I appreciate that. Everybody that's been helping, I appreciate it. Usually I always take charge and do, Mom's always relied on me. And I told her the other day, I said, Mom, I'm going to have to start letting other people help me by helping you. So we both agreed that that was a good idea. So I told her it's kind of tough pulling back, pulling away a little bit. But I've found out in my life here lately that I need to start taking care of me. And so, yeah, if that's what it entails, then that's how it's going to be. So I am learning to let go a little. I did go over to their house and stripped Mom's bed, remade her bed, washed her bed clothing, straightened up. Mom has a dishwasher, but Steve did all of her pots and pans that were dirty, and by hand, because that's how Mom does them. Swept the floors, we did all that. And then I told her today when I went up to the hospital that I would make sure before she gets home that me and hopefully my youngest sister will both go over, and we're going to clean the house up and make sure everything's done so that Mom doesn't worry. Because you guys know my mom loves a clean house, and she loves to clean, and she will not be able to do everything that she's used to doing, because when she does get home, she'll be, probably, I don't really know how she'll get around. Maybe she'll be able to do it with a walker, and if not, then a wheelchair. I don't know. Maybe she'll be able to walk on a cask. I don't know any of that yet. But, so yeah, just keep her in your prayers. And I was going to get together with my sisters and my nieces and the 24th, because that's the day before my 59th birthday. But yeah, I don't want to celebrate my birthday this year. And I told him, I said, let's wait and let's postpone, get together another time. I'm just not in the frame of mind right now. And yeah, it's okay. This is another way that I am learning to take care of myself. And even though it's good to visit and have company and all that, sometimes when we are going through things, it's okay to want to be just home alone and maybe helping out Mom in other ways that I can. I know that on the list we have all of us. Chummy has 4 children living, and Mom has 5. And we are making a way for them to have a meal every other day brought in. And so, yeah, that will help them out immensely. And it makes all of us get closer together. I talked to one of the girls, one of my, I guess, stepbrother's wives today. We ran into her while I was getting my prescription filled at Walmart. And actually, we haven't been home all day today. We've been running and doing things. But when I talked to her, she was saying that she was sorry that she seemed a little short when she was addressing one of my brothers. And I told her, I said, you know what? I already talked to my sisters, and we've been talking that when family is sick and when things are going on, or not really, I wouldn't say sick, but when family is in pain and in need, and we don't know what's all going on, and they kept sending Mom home from the hospital, and her husband could not do all the care. He's a small man, and he's not healthy himself. He's 82 years old. It caused all of us to be a little stressed. And I said, we all talked about, let's give each other a little grace, because none of us know what the other one is dealing with. Every one of us, I'm sure, is dealing with something in their own, their own self. And when you've got your own things going on, and then the other person's got their own things going on, and then you have parents that are getting elderly and need your assistance and your help. Yeah, we just got to love each other. I told my sisters, I prayed and prayed the other night, Jesus, please, please let me love people the way that you love them. Because sometimes emotions get raw, and we say things at like a sharper tone than what we really honestly mean them. Maybe we do mean them at that time, but it's only said because of emotions, and you can't live your life through emotions. Things have got to be done, things have got to be taken care of, and life has to go on, and we have to do our best to take care of each other. So Steve he ran into the store. We are getting ready to go home, and he asked me if I wanted to go in, and I was like, no, I don't think I do. I'm just going to sit out in the car, and I didn't even think about making a video until I noticed the light from the street light, the store light, was shining down on me, and I thought, hey, I can make a video, people can see me, and I haven't been able to make one all week, and this way that you guys would know what's going on. You can keep Mom in your thoughts and prayers. And tomorrow, the goal is they're going to take her to surgery and clean out that infection. And we're not sure if they'll be able to operate on the knee, or if they have to wait to make sure that infection's all gone. That's what I'm thinking is going to happen. They'll probably have to wait. But I'm no doctor. I don't know all of, what they're going to be doing. So I wanted to also let everyone know Steve made it. He went to the dermatologist today. Today was his appointment, and I know we had told you guys that he was going to be going because anyone that's been on anti-rejection medications for a transplant, after so many years, your chances of getting cancer and skin cancer go way up. And his transplant team at Cleveland Clinic suggested that he get an appointment to a dermatologist to get checked all over and just to make sure. Well, today was his appointment, and he had one spot up on his head up here, and it was precancerous, so they were able to freeze that off. They said it would probably blister later on, probably tomorrow, and just to let the air hit it in the house. He doesn't have to bandage it or anything like that. So I'm very thankful that he only had one spot, because anyone that knows Steve and I, we have always been sun lovers and fished and just been outdoorsy people. And a lot of times he used to wear a hat, but since his transplant, he's been really, being cautious in wearing one. So now we're going to have to make sure that he keeps his sunscreen on at all times, and when he's outside, and also wears his hat. We have one that is not just like a baseball cap, but one that you guys might have seen on videos where it's like a safari hat. Comes down a little bit like in a brim so that it protects his ears and the back of his neck. So anyway, I wanted to let you guys know that was the only spot they found, and it was just precancerous. They were able to take it off, and so yes, lots going on this week from our town, and so we just are praying for all of you that you guys are that everything's going well for you, and that God will continue to bless you all. Thank you for coming back and watching our channel and supporting us in that way. So yes, I will talk to you on the next video. And I tell you what, I'm going to do my best. Once I hear something at the hospital tomorrow, I'm going to be going and sitting with my mom and Chummy tomorrow. All of us children, step brothers and sister-in-laws, and then of course my brothers and sisters, we want someone to be there that is going to be able to understand exactly what is going on when the nurses talk and when the doctors come in. And Chummy and Mom both are really hard of hearing. I have hearing aids, so I'll be wearing those. But they're really hard of hearing, and half the time they don't wear their hearing aids, and they don't really truly understand because they've been so nervous. Their anxiety has been through the roof. So if you wouldn't mind just saying a prayer for both of them, that they will just relax and calm down, and Mom's infection will go away, and they'll get that knee replaced, and she'll be back to her healthy self. She really prides herself, as you guys know, by being able to keep her house just beautifully clean. And it still is, but she enjoys it so much. That is my mom's love language to all of us, is if anything's wrong, she wants to come and help you clean. And we all have things that we do differently as a love language, and that would be my mom's. So to pay Mom back in her own love language, we are going to do that for her and make sure that she has meals and Chummy has meals, and no matter how long Mom's in the hospital. And then we are going to make sure that her house is in perfect order for when she does get out. So thank you for listening, and God bless you all. I'll talk to you on the next video, maybe tomorrow if I find out anything new. Good night, everyone.
It's gonna be alright.